What you guys got another video, Windows 12 rumors versus reality and what actually is coming. Back in 2015, Jerry Nixon mentioned that Windows 10 would be the last version of Windows. He wasn't speaking officially for Microsoft. Microsoft later clarified that Windows 10 would be updated continuously as a service, but has decided to release Windows 11 as a new version in 2021. Windows 10 support has ended on October 14th, 2025. Microsoft did offer the Extended Security Updates ESU program for a fee, and it then became free to extend for a further year from October 14th, 2025. And you can read all about it on their website. The big problem with the internet is it sparks a lot of rumors and a lot of conspiracy theories. The big picture is the reality. There is no official Windows 12 announcement from Microsoft, period. Now, there's also a lot of rumors and tons of leaks and insider reports and AI-generated speculation are circulating on the internet. Many contradict each other. So bear that in mind. AI is playing a big role even on YouTube, where creators are using AI to create content which is obviously fake and false information to get views. So should you wait for Windows 12 to come out and stay on Windows 10? Well, the short answer to that is you're not going to have long on Windows 10 because Windows 10 is coming to an end in October. You will have no more Windows 10 unless you're using one of the LTSC versions or IoT LTSC versions of Windows, which are not for the general public. They are for business use only. And the reason why people are using these is because the Windows 10 Enterprise LTSC versions do have a long life cycle. You can see right here, the 2019 version, mainstream ends at 2004, whereas the IoT Enterprise LTSC 2021 version ends mainstream support on January 12th, 2027, and its extended date is through January 13th, 2032. Now, after 2027, you are going to start seeing issues with that operating system, with software updates and games and other things like that. So you'll probably be okay up to 2027, and then you will start seeing issues if you continue to use it. You can check the Microsoft website, or you can check out sites like these that give you all the information about the end of life support for Windows editions like Windows 11 and Windows 10. They also cover enterprise education IoT enterprise editions. That will be an E next to it. Then you got the W versions, which are Home Pro and also education and Pro workstation editions, and then LTS, which is long-term servicing channels or branch editions as well. And they will have those little letters in brackets next to them. I have seen people using the Windows 11 23H2 still, and these have already reached end of life for Home and Pro editions of Windows. Unless you're using enterprise editions, then yes, it will have extended security updates. And you can see right here, some of these have got quite a few years left on them, some of these IoT and LTSE editions. But like I said, you can't get the licensing legitimately for these versions unless you are a big business. So avoid those shady sites where you're getting keys for cheap or you're using scripts to activate, because those are illegal and you definitely don't want to go down that route. One of the biggest rumors and biggest cons on the internet is Windows 12 is coming in 2026. If you do a search, you'll see plenty of videos and plenty of blog sites out there that do tech related stuff talking about Windows 12 is coming in 2026. So this is the big problem. A lot of this stuff is just speculation. It's widely claimed that late 2025, 2026, Windows 12 will be launched. Some leaks tie it to Windows 10's end of support on October 2026. The reality is that multiple credible sources say no, Windows 12 is planned for 2026. Microsoft's current roadmap focuses on improving Windows 11 instead of releasing Windows 12. So the verdict is it's likely false, at least for 2026. I can't see it being released. You have to understand these are blog sites or tech sites that are trying to get people to click on things so they can earn ad revenue. And this is why that a lot of these make fake stories up. More fake stories I see is Windows 11 is doomed And of course, Microsoft are doomed. Their operating system is in decline. It's dead. And Linux is going to take over. It's already got 20% of the market share because they're looking at unknown stats like this that say 19.67%. And they believe that these are Linux Mint, Zorin OS, Arch Linux, and things like that people are using, and that's spiked up like that. And it's just simply not true. I don't believe that these are completely all to do with people using Linux Mint, Zorin OS, or any of the other distros out there that you can use. Now, it has to be said, a lot of people have jumped ship to Linux, and rightly so for some people, because they've got older computers that are not compatible for Windows 11. And of course, Windows 11 has been plagued with lots of problems, and you can see why people are moving over to Linux. Another thing, a lot of companies might be shifting to Linux, but that doesn't necessarily mean Microsoft are in decline and they are losing to other operating systems and they are now doomed, like some people would claim. It's just AI slop that's creating these videos and people just dramatizing the whole thing and making it sound a lot worse than what it is. Windows is still going to be a dominant operating system for many years to come. And it's going to lose people because it always does. And it will go up and down. As you can see right here, Windows 11 suddenly spiked right the way up and Windows 10 dropped right the way down. It happens all the time. The best advice I can give you is use what OS works for you. If Linux works for you, great, then use it. If you need Windows and you want to use Linux, then dual boot them. It's that simple. You don't need to become a hater to use an operating system. Just use whatever works for you. It's that simple. Now, some of the biggest controversies that Microsoft had to deal with was Windows recall. It's making a comeback, and some people are pretty concerned with Windows recall in what their intentions are to do with it. Now, some people think it's a great tool, companies and people like that, but most of the majority of home users do not want Windows recall on the system. Now, as it stands right now, you do need a Copilot Plus PC and an NPU processor, but Microsoft have said that they are trying to work with companies like AMD and Intel to try to get this to work with the standard processors. Now, of course, you'll always be able to turn this off and data will be stored locally, but there's always a concern with privacy and data harvesting and things like that. So this is a big turn off for a lot of people. Another big problem was subscription-based Windows 12. There's a lot of rumors moving around the internet saying that a monthly fee to use Windows and AI features in the future when it comes to Windows 12. The reality is there's no credible evidence out there for these claims. It's just people creating articles and making videos to stir the pot and get traction to their video or article to get money from that with views or clicks. And this is what it's all about. People just fall for this sort of stuff all the time. And it's nothing new. It's been going on for a very long time. It's unlikely that Windows 12 would be a subscription-based service, in my opinion. And a lot of people have said Windows 12 will be based on AI first, Copilot everywhere. But Microsoft are already reducing Copilot on Windows 11. They're not getting rid of it, but it's just removing it from certain applications. But again, Copilot isn't going anywhere anytime soon. We're living in the AI age, and this is what is going to happen. And of course, it's already deeply embedded in the operating system, and that will tell me that Windows 12, if there is a Windows 12, when they release it, if they release it, it will have some form of AI inside of it. And of course, there's claims that there's going to be deep AI integration, voice control, system-wide assistance, all that sort of stuff, chatbot OS sort of thing, you know. But at the end of the day, it's already here in Windows 11. New hardware requirements may be needed for the new version of Windows when they release it, but these are probably going to be likely gradual, nothing sudden, and there's probably going to be, you know, a few extra added CPUs to the not supported list, because those CPUs will then become too old for the newer version of Windows, and this will be an ongoing thing, I would think. So as it stands right now, Windows 12 is just a name for the future of Windows, rather than an actual confirmed product. And it may not be called Windows 12 at all. It may be called something completely different. So the bottom line is rumors versus reality. The claim is that Windows 12 is going to be released in 2026. The truth is it's not planned. AI-powered OS also already happening in Windows 11. Subscription Windows, no evidence has been found. Even a rumor of big UI overhaul of Windows when it's released. Well, this is going to be based on old concepts because Microsoft don't completely recode an operating system. They use what they've got existingly. And this has been going on since XP right the way through. And Windows 11 has a lot of Windows 7 in it. It always has done. So they just got a lot of those old components still integrated into the operating system. Modular Windows, it's experimental ideas, and new hardware requirements is likely gradual, not sudden, and these will be added to the list as and when Microsoft see fit. Because technology moves forward, some of these older CPUs just might not be able to handle the newer technology that Microsoft are putting into their operating systems, i.e. recall and more AI, which will obviously require a lot more processing power. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below, good or bad. My name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Just want to say a quick shout out to all my YouTube members who have joined my YouTube members group. I appreciate the support. Also, I shall catch you in the next video, or I'll see you on the Discord server. Links in the video description. Bye for now.